I need you to look at your unit circle sheet right here. The Pythagorean identities. All right, you don't have to memorize them. You just got to have them with you. Ryan, I need your phone up, please. All right, so Christian, what we said yesterday, anytime you got something squared with a plus or a minus, or even a 1 thrown in the equation, it's probably going to be one of those on your formula sheet. So Christian, look on there and let me know what is secant squared minus tangent squared going to equal. All right, so this is negative 15 times 1. My answer is negative 15. All right, guys, pretty easy problem. One like that will be the first problem on your test. I'm giving you that. Jacob, we good? Let's go to number 2. Wait.
Negative 15, go ahead.
You need to understand how we got it. All right, number 2. We got secant x over tangent x. Is that somebody at the door?
Yeah.
Morning. Appreciate it. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, here's the deal, Christian. Any trig function, Michaela, y'all listen up, that is not cosine or sine, we got to change it. So look on your formula sheet at the very top, Christian. What does it say we can change secant into? 1 over cosine. What does it say we can change tangent into? Hey, Levi, would you show him which ones to mark out that we marked out yesterday on tangent and cotangent? Y'all are supposed to mark out, I forget which ones. I know I showed them to y'all.
It's the one with the 1 over.
Yeah, mark those out. All right, so now which one's left over, Christian? There you go. All right, anybody got a question? This is supposed to be a really easy one on the test. So your first step, you just substitute the formulas. All right, now Christian, anytime we got a fraction divided by a fraction, we're going to keep change flip. So I flip the one on the bottom. I put cosine on top, sine on bottom. If I lose you, let me know. Anybody else absent yesterday besides Christian? Blake, question. All right, so Christian, what we're trying to do is simplify all this stuff down to one word. And watch. I can cancel out the cosines. Right, Blake? I'm left with 1 on top and sine on bottom. That's what I'm left with. Now, Christian, look on your formula sheet, and I need to get one out. And what up at the top can I change that into? Cosecant. So my answer is cosecant. So again, you're just trying to get this simplified down to one word. Or a 1. A lot of times it's just 1. All right, now guys, the first 3 of these problems on here are really, really easy. That's supposed to be an easy problem on a test right there. Everybody good? Normally it takes seniors about 3 days before they can start doing them by themselves. So Wednesday, tomorrow, y'all should be able to do something by yourself. And I want you to stand up here the whole time. All right, let's go to number 3. Now you guys who were here yesterday, y'all should be able to do number 3. It is really supposed to be an easy one. I'm going to show it for Christian. Sine x, cosine x, cosecant x, and tangent x. All right, Christian, remember our rule. If it's not a cosine or a sine, we got to change it out. So, first one, I keep it. Second one, I keep it. Christian, what do I change cosecant into?
1 over sine.
Thank you. 1 over sine. All right, and what do I change tangent into? We just had that one. Sine over cosine? So it's sine over cosine. All right, so now you guys start marking out. We'll see what's left. Remember, you can cancel out if it's on a diagonal or if it's top and bottom. But you can't cross out something side to side. All right, these are normally the easy ones. Normally everything cancels out. I don't know if everything cancels out on this one or not. But still, this is an easy problem. All right, look, I can cancel out the cosines, right? I can cancel out these 2 sines. What's the only thing that's left over?
Sine.
Answer sine x. Well, look, it's sine on top times 1 on top, which is just sine. So your answer is just sine. So, Christian, it's going to end up being just one word every time. One trig function. All right? Yeah. I'll throw that one out. I showed him a crazy one yesterday that was like a whole page long, but I'm not going to put that on the test. You're going to have a lot of this type stuff on your test writing. All right, let's keep moving. Let's go to 4. Now, 4 is one that's a little harder, and it's one that's definitely going to be on the test. It's the one with the common denominators in it, and we really have to understand that. So let's go to 4. 4, I got cosine on top, and I got cosecant x minus sine x on the bottom. All right, first step. Y'all want to look at it and see, can I switch anything out? Which one can I switch out? Cosecant, right? What do I change this cosecant into?
1 over sine.
All right, so I'm just going to erase this and make it 1 over sine. Kristen, you stop me if I lose you on this one, okay?
Which one do you change?
Which one do you change? Okay,
Not on this
if
one,
it's not a cosine or a sine, you got to change it on the first step. Sure, yeah. All right, so Christian, here's the deal. The top's okay. We're going to leave cosine on the top.
Why'd you make the other one sine over 1?
It was just sine, and from what I showed him yesterday, we got to find a common denominator. Anytime you're adding or subtracting fractions, you got to find a common denominator, and it's just easier to write it sine over 1 for me. So our bottom is going to be sine times 1 is going to be sine x. That's your common denominator. Does everybody see how I found that? Now this is, again, something that gives them trouble every year, and we're going to do a lot of them every day this week. All right, Christian, when you pick a common denominator, I want you to write it up here, and I want you to write it up here. You know what, I probably copied this problem right off the test. I know this one's on there. All right, so, you ready, Christian? Here's the deal. You can cancel out something, Christian, if it's on the bottom of the fraction. Okay? So I can cancel out the signs, which means I bring over a 1 on top. Everybody good? All right, next question. Can I cancel out these 2 signs? No. Why? Because it's not on the bottom. So, Connor, I can only cancel that out if it's on the bottom. So if I can't cancel it out, I got to times it together. Sine times sine is sine squared. All right, now you guys who were here yesterday should be able to finish this one. I'm going to go slow for Christian, but y'all should be able to go ahead and do it. All right, any question about that step? All right, Christian. Anytime we got something squared with a +1 or a -1, it's probably going to be one of those formulas on your paper. So you check and see if 1 minus sine squared can be changed out for anything. And then let me know. I don't have my sheet. Okay, so I'm going to erase this and replace it with cosine squared. That is something you guys have to get used to doing. If it's 1 plus something, Connor, or 1 minus something, just check on your formula sheet, swap it out. Now, once you do that, it should be easy from here. Guys, we're now going to do keep, change, flip to finish it out. What is the top? It's cosine over 1. Times, you got to flip the bottom, which will make it sine x over cosine squared. All right, you guys try to finish it on your own. Let's see what we get. Start crossing out, and we'll see what you finish. If I need to stop and explain something again, I will. All right, Christian, just want to make sure you understand this part. If it says cosine squared, Christian, that means you got 2 cosines there. I'm going to mark one of them out there and one of them out there. So, guys, my answer, I got sine left on top, and I got 1 cosine left on the bottom. Can we change that to anything?
Tangent.
Then the answer's tangent. All right, question. Now, again, that's a harder problem. That is one we definitely need to know how to do for the test. All right, can I go to number 5? I'm hoping 5 is going to be an easy one. Okay. Most of them are easy. If you have 12 problems on the test, 8 or 9 of them are going to be the easy type. I'm only going to give you 3 hard ones that really test you. All right, number 5, I got secant squared x minus tangent squared x over cosecant. All right, Christian, I hope secant squared minus tangent squared is one of our formulas. If not, we're going to have to do a lot of work. All right, equals 1. So, guys, look, this one's going to be easy. We got 1 over cosecant. Hopefully, that's one of your formulas. Hold on.
1 over sine x. Oh, well, 1 over cosecant is.
It's sine.
1 over cosecant right here, Connor, is the same thing as sine x. So, yeah, remember, We're trying to simplify it just down to one word. So guys, that was just sine x. Now that was an easy.
Is there gonna be any?
Oh yeah. Like I said, 9 out of the 12 problems on the test, I'm going to make like that. I want y'all to at least come close to passing. I mean, I don't want this one test to wreck y'all's average. All right, number 6. 1 plus sine x secant x minus tangent x. Okay, I can promise you, you're going to have some of these on the test where it's full method. All right, first thing, Michaela, anything up here I need to change before I start? Which ones do I always have to change? Yeah, we got to change it if it's not cosine or sine. So we got to change secant. Y'all help me. What can I change secant into?
1 over cosine.
Okay, 1 over cosine. And I know the other one. Tangent, we've already done it twice. Y'all said it was sine over cosine. All right, that's your first step. Change it out if it's not cosine or sine. All right, now, we have to do the full method on this, Christian. We did a couple yesterday. I know we did one. We're going to start doing at least one every day till we get it. Let's full it out. What do I get when I times these two? 1 times 1 over cosine is just 1 over cosine, right? All right, what do I get when I times these two? Same thing. 1 times that is just going to be minus sine over cosine. When I have 3 of these classes, like next semester, I figure out the shortcut ways of doing them. Since I only got y'all this time, I've kind of forgot a lot of the shortcut ways. We'll figure them out. All right. What do I get when I times these two, guys? All right, Christian, I got to times sine times 1. That'll give me sine on top over cosine. Okay, I see what's happening. All right, when I times these two, look, I got sine times sine. That's going to give me sine squared on top. All right, y'all write it down. And if anybody's got a question, Clifton?
You just multiply it by the top number?
Yeah, yes, you multiply it because, look, this is really sine over 1, right? So you multiply top with the top and bottom with the bottom. It gave me that. All right, now here's the deal. Every time we have one like this, Blake, what's going to happen right here in the middle? They're going to cancel out. I got a plus sign over cosine and a minus sign over cosine. Those are going to always cancel out. That's going to make it easier for us. So I'm going to bring down what we have. I got 1 over cosine x minus sine squared over cosine x. Okay? Every time we have a full method, the middle is going to cancel. All right. Anytime you got a plus or a minus sign, guys, you got to do a common denominator step. Do these already have the common denominator? Yes. It's going to make it so easy. We don't have to do all the multiplying. Y'all watch. Since these already have the same thing on the bottom, y'all just write cosine x on the bottom. And Christian, we bring down whatever they had on top and we just combine it right here. All right, now you guys should be able to finish it from here. Somebody talk to me. What do we do? Somebody,
It equals cosine.
there you go. All right, same thing, Christian, that we've already talked about. Anytime you got a 1 plus something squared or 1 minus something squared, it's probably a formula. So 1 minus sine squared, y'all said, is cosine squared. So I can erase that, make it cosine squared. All right, somebody explain the last step to me.
1 over cosine.
1 crosses out on the bottom, 1 crosses out on the top. I'm left with just cosine squared. Or sorry, just cosine x. I got to stop that. It's a 14-minute video. That won't ever die.